fittings. Amps. Amps are so expensive. Hey, how's it going? This is Limp Neck Mike. Would you like a sandwich? Hey guys, Limp Neck Mike here again. So I wanted to do a video talking about amp simulators. I want to talk about software versus hardware when it comes to recording guitar and when it comes to playing guitar in general, really. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using a program called Amplitude. This is not a sponsored video by any means. I don't... Trust me, nobody really wants to sponsor me at this point. Maybe one day. I want to talk about the pros and cons between using a real amplifier versus using software. Now the reason why I'm choosing Amplitude is because I have used that program for years, and it's the one that I know the most about. I have been using this program since I started playing guitar, all the way up until about 2 months ago. So that's about 6 years that I've been using this program. And it's something that I needed at the time because it didn't have a lot of money and amplifiers are expensive. But right now I'm so happy that I have an actual amp. I'm not just going to be comparing the two. I'm kind of also going to go through how I set up Amplitude for my purposes. Most of these programs aren't really meant for you to play in front of people with them. A lot of them are meant for you to just plug in your headphones and listen to it that way. So when I was 14, I got my first guitar, and it was an $80 Starcaster Stratocaster, which if you don't know what Starcaster is, you know how Squire is owned by Fender and it's supposed to be an affordable version of Fender? Starcaster is like also owned by Fender, but it's really affordable and also really shitty. But anyway, I loved that guitar. One day I'm gonna mod it so that it's not a piece of garbage. But I had this little starter's amp that was trash. It was complete trash. So I learned about Amplitude. And that was back when Amplitude, I think, was just being launched. What I did was I took it, I had an Amplitude app on my iPod. This is a fucking dinosaur at this point. This is my 4th generation iPod Touch. And I plugged my guitar into here, and then I plugged that into my stereo. I've never mic'd it up before, but we're gonna do that today. Later on, understandably, I wanted to get a real amp. So I went online when I was about 16, and my parents said that they would pay for an amp for me. And I still didn't really know much about amplifiers. I didn't really know much about guitar equipment. So I just picked the first Marshall that I saw. And after plugging it in, I realized very quickly that I fucked up. It was an acoustic amp instead of an actual amp. If you don't know what an acoustic amp is, it's not a lot of people use acoustic amps. Instead of if you have like an acoustic guitar that you can plug in, instead of plugging it in to a PA system, you could plug it in to the acoustic amp. Honestly, just plug it into the PA system. So I ended up figuring out how to plug Amplitube into my acoustic amplifier. And I've never mic'd that up before, so we're gonna hear how that sounds. I've got my Marshall DSL 15 combo. I got this only about 2 months ago. It's the first real amplifier I've ever owned, and it's incredible. Okay, next I just want you to listen to a recording that I did on Amplitube. A recording that I did within the software itself, because you can record just through the software, and it can actually be a very useful and easy way to record on the go. I want to show you what that sounds like. This is without it being plugged into an amplifier or anything. This is just straight from the software itself. the comments below what you think about the different ways that I recorded Amplitude, and what you think about the stereo versus the acoustic amp versus the actual amp. And yeah, that's all for this video, and thanks so much for watching. I have no idea if I'm going to use that or not. Hey, how you doing? My name is Mike.